Okay, so you set up your website, you got your squeeze page. Now I'm calling it a squeeze page. Eventually you want to grow your website so it's not just a one-page website. But to get started, you need that squeeze page. When you're going to eventually come out with your course, you have a product to sell, you're going to want to have a sales letter on that website instead of the squeeze page. And you can also have a blog and some other things. But next 24 hours, especially if you're just getting started, make it a squeeze page, okay? And I believe that, if you read my book, Perpetual Profits, the first commandment of internet marketing that I teach is don't do anything without building a list. So you need to have an autoresponder on your homepage of all your websites. I disagree with anyone who says anything different. That's my opinion. There's people making money without doing it, but as far as I'm concerned, my list is my most important asset, so I'm always wanting to build that list, okay? So I suggest you do the same because I can only teach what I believe what works for me. And you need autoresponder software. This is software that when somebody either sends an email to a certain email address, it goes into a database, and then you can broadcast an email to them whenever you want. When they send an email or when they submit a form, and it's just cut and paste HTML code, which if you don't understand that, Website Creation Toolbox on the InternetMarketingUniversity.com will explain how to cut and paste code. So very easy. You copy something, you put it in your website, you save it, and it's done. The form is automatically on your website. So when they submit that form or when they send an email, it's going to go into a database. It's going to automatically send them an email and says, you have to click to confirm your subscription. They'll click and confirm their subscription. Now they're in your database. Now you can, send them emails as long as they don't unsubscribe. And it's, if you wonder how that's all done, you don't have to understand how it's done. It's software that handles it for you. Now there's a free solution. Now the free solution is nice. It doesn't require a website. You can set this up, and it's a list that you'll be able to send emails to. And I believe there's no limit on it, no restriction. It's called groups.yahoo.com. You can set up a Yahoo group, and you just get people to join. So, on Facebook, you can tell people to join your Yahoo group. And, if you don't have the money to spend on an autoresponder right now, then just get them to join your Yahoo group, and you'll have a free list that you can email whenever you want through the Yahoo group. Now, the downside to that is I don't think you can export your list of contacts. So if you ever wanted to move that list to the premium service, you wouldn't be able to move the list. You'd have to send them an email and tell them to sign up for a new thing, which would be more work for you. You don't want to constantly have to be telling people to rejoin your list. Once they're on your list, they should be on your list. So, there's very limited options on what you can do, and plus, you can't send a pre-programmed sequence through the Yahoo groups. You can only send the broadcast mail. So, it's a free solution to help you get started, but I wouldn't start a business. If I only had $30 to my name, I would buy the autoresponder service and I would pay for hosting, and that would be my top two things that I have to do this business. And if I didn't have the money, I would borrow the money for that. I would put it on my credit card. It's that important. I wouldn't use the Yahoo group, but some of you may choose to use that. That's your option. The autoresponder that I use, it's my favorite, is greatautoresponder.com. I've used them for 5 years. I've been very happy with them. They've been dependable. My database has never gotten erased. I've used some other services that I've been disappointed with. So the greatautoresponder.com, it's reliable. It's who I use, so that's who I recommend. There's other good ones out there, but I don't use them, so I can't recommend them. And if you go to simplewebsitewizard.com and you select either the intermediate or the advanced package, whatever they call it, there's also an autoresponder built in to that system as well. And it's the same company as the greatautoresponder.com. So even though I don't use the Simple Website Wizard's autoresponder software, I use the Great Autoresponder. So it's the same company. I think the Simple Website Wizard is going to be equally quality.